I'm Anne Helen Petersen, and I write the newsletter Culture Study for Substack. I'm also the author of 4 books, and I have a new podcast called Work Appropriate from Crooked Media. I am unexpected, try to be warm, weird, like just totally nerdy, like that. Those two kind of go hand in hand, and always want to know more. Oh, cake, but specifically the frosting. Like I'm a frosting person. Well, I get to see the sunrise every morning because of where I am. I live on an island, and I love it. But the sunset, like that's the most exquisite. Well, it's actually still my screen name for Peloton, which is Annie4545, and it was the football number, the jersey number of my boyfriend at the time. Cool. Oh, I think it'd be one of my dogs. I just want to live inside their heads all the time. So I think that's what I would want to be. One of my dogs specifically. I am currently reading the memoir Stay True by Hua Su, which is just incredible. It has gotten me out of my reading slump, and I especially recommend it to anyone who has any sort of nostalgia for kind of pre-analog or pre-digital times. So anyone who was born 1975 to 1985, it is just really perfect for those people. And I'm still listening to the new Taylor Swift album on repeat. So, soup. I'm a huge soup fan, and my newsletter actually has a soup thread every fall where everyone talks about the best, the MVP soups. And right now, I think that we have made a soup every night in my family for the last 3 weeks. We eat the leftovers, so it's not like I'm making a new soup every day, but soup for sure. I love to go on a walk with my dogs and my partner and not have any phones or anything interrupting. I love to downhill ski because, again, it's too cold to look at your phone all the time. And then I love to go cycling and to run. So basically anything where I get to hang out in my head for a long, uninterrupted period of time. Well, I just got back a couple months ago from a bike trip in Slovenia, and I think Slovenia is the hidden gem of Europe. Actually, people say don't talk about it because they don't want more people to know about it. But it was incredible, just absolutely exquisite. And then I also got to go to Norway for the first time in my life last year. And I'm Norwegian American, and it was just out of this world. I think general time flexibility. So we're continuing to debate about location flexibility and how that's going to work. But I think even businesses that are still trying to figure out how many days they want people in the office have really realized that if they have trust in their employees and if their employees trust their organization, that they can also figure out when's the best time to do work for them. So just having much more flexibility in terms of when your butt needs to be in the seat and making work rotate around your existing life instead of your life rotating around work. Oh, I think any work norm that has specific times that you need to be in the office. So this is kind of in line with the question before. I also think we should leave mandatory meetings behind. Any meeting that's more than 7 people probably should be an email instead of a meeting. I would value caregiving. I think just as a general change. I think that would fundamentally change the way that we organize society if we valued it the same way that we value all other essential parts of life. I think identify exactly what you want to change, not just that it's something that I feel unhappy or this is toxic or whatever, but think about how you can frame the thing that you want and need to change as a win-win for both yourself and for the organization at large. I think that often comes across in a way that feels really constructive and can lead to the change that you want. Movement, I think getting outside of my head, those are the things that ground me. Oh, now I think 40s rule. But I do think that it just took me this long to figure out like who I am and to feel really confident in that. I think model it themselves. I think the most important thing that they have to do to make sure that people take rest is to model rest themselves. So oftentimes you can say something to the people that you are in charge of, and if you don't do it yourself, then they won't do it either, because they're looking to you as a model of what a good worker looks like, what someone who gets promoted in the organization, what they do. So if you model really taking time away from work, both in terms of PTO or I don't answer emails during that time, then that's going to trickle down as well. There are so many different types of jobs and that you shouldn't be scared off by feeling like you don't know what like an interview process will look like, or like it's just scary how many jobs there are. I think a lot of people, including myself, go to grad school because they just want something that looks like a path. And finding your path is hard, but it's not as terrifying as it seems. Oh, success is having a job that feels sustainable, right? Whatever your work is, whether it's parenting or caregiving for someone else or working for pay in a workplace, like feeling like it's not draining your soul every day. I think that is really essential. And then also feeling like you are challenged in some way. And that doesn't have to come from your workplace. That can also be other parts of your life too. So I don't think it all has to come from your job. I am in the midst of a busy season. Like I kind of am graphing my life in terms of a lot of work and then less work. So I am right now finishing off that busy couple months, and I'm looking forward to just like really relaxing and being present and staying home for a while.